Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Okay, so two things I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about an inspiration I just had, and before that, I want to mention something. There is on the 29th of this month, so in 3 days, so March 29th, there's going to be a solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse. Now, most people will tell you to manifest. Now, apparently on this eclipse, it's a little bit different. What you want to do is let go of the old. You want to let go of people that are not good for you. You want to let go of things that you've holding on to. And the other thing you want to do right now, you want to get rest and you want to slow down. Now, here's why. So there's a fire energy coming in, but it can be the fire energy that can kind of push you too far. The reason why you want to slow down and relax is because you want to be rested up, because essentially what you want to do is slow down, stop, relax, because that allows you to open up. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to allow you to receive the information, the gift, whatever it is that you're supposed to receive. And what that thing that you could possibly receive is a realization, something that's been kind of right there in front of you. And by the way, this matches up with my inspiration. I'll explain that in a minute. You need to slow down because there's like a message that's trying to get to you. And if you slow down or relax, get a little extra sleep, it'll come into your awareness. And this realization just might shift your entire life. It may not be sudden, it may be a message that repeats itself, and then afterwards a bigger aha moment. So here is my inspiration. Go ahead and listen to this brief clip of this song. So in my business, okay, so you guys who have been with me for the last 3 or 4 years have really heard 90% about narcissist abuse, my healing work, my energy healing, my NLP, but the therapeutic work that I do with people. But really the core of my business, and it's something that I've pushed off for over 4 years, and here's why. I could not figure out a way to advertise my business in a way that's congruent with and in alignment with who I am and what the business is about. And all of a sudden it hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's that song is one part of it. There was another thing that came to me. The words just started popping up and I was like, oh, that's it. It's always been there. It's always been right in front of my face, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't put the pieces together. So it's been about 25 years ago, I came across some really powerful understandings, and I put some pieces together, not some, a lot of pieces together on what's missing between men and women when it comes to dating, relationships, love, sensuality, and marriage. Now, here's the thing. Women are very aware of this. They're just not quite conscious of a few pieces that men don't understand. The problem is men are not aware of any of this at all. So for men, it's about a 35-hour course, and then you have to do some follow-up and practice with me after that. So with women, we have a course or a one-on-one coaching course where the course is called Why Men Just Don't Get It. And 100% of women, they look at me, they grin, like permission to laugh, like, oh, go ahead, by all means, because you have been correct for all these years, hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years. Men and women are wired differently neurologically for romance, love, and communication. And the thing is, men don't realize communication, a hidden way of communication, is how you, I'm just going to say it, how you turn a woman on. Men think it's paying for dinner, it's buying you an expensive car, it's buying you a piece of jewelry. I mean, it's nice, but that's not romance, and that's definitely not love. So here's one of the problems. We are speaking two different languages. I'm not going to go in depth on this because this is really not what this video is about. There's the left brain male language and the right brain female language. The other thing, I'll make it real quick. Our mating systems are both in the same place in the lower reptilian brain, but they're connected to two completely different parts of our brain. I really should say neurology, but I'm going to say it like this. So the male mating system, it's in the exact same place that the female's is, but it's connected to his optic nerves, which connects to his eyes. So men are sexually stimulated and or turned on, or his mating system is stimulated visually, and it's external. The male brain's the external brain. But guys, this absolutely 100% not only turns women off, it irritates them and pisses them off. For the life of a woman, she cannot understand why you're not looking inside her emotions, her feelings, who she truly is on the inside. And right now I've got a bunch of men going, inside what? What are you talking about? So the female mating system is in the same place, has a nerve that curves off. Listen closely, guys, because men miss this. They think, oh, I had one click. Oh, well, it's all about that. I've got my master's degrees in that. I'm like, no, that's left brain. We're not talking about left brain. She has a nerve that curves off to the right brain's communication center. In other words, this is how you romance a woman. Through talking. Oh, just talking? Oh, I can talk. No. It's the hidden language that was hidden from the male brain, literally. It wasn't hidden from women. See, a lot of guys think, oh, you're doing something sneaky to women. No. I'm making men aware of what women have been trying to show you and teach you and to communicate to you for thousands of years, but to no avail, because men are wired in a way that it doesn't connect with them. They're just like, okay, yeah, I communicate. Okay, here's the normal response I get from men when I say, hey, it's all about communication. They're like, oh, well, I got straight A's in high school and college English. No, that's logical communication. In fact, that one client had his master's degree in communication from Berkeley or Stanford or something like that. And he goes, well, if it's all about communication, I've got my master's degree. And I'm like, no, not logical communication. Logical communication, that will turn a woman off. Well, that's okay, Michael. I'm rich. I'll just buy her things. Things are meaningless when it comes to emotional fulfillment. Emotional what? Ladies, there's a bunch of words that you use, that to men are what we would call super fluff, emotional fulfillment, mentally stimulating. Now, right now, I know you're going, whoa, this is exactly what we want, Mike. Keep going. And men are like, what's exactly what you want? What emotional what? Huh? When I say things like it's a deeper, more mentally stimulating and emotionally fulfilling experience through communication, women are like, please keep talking. Whereas men are like, yeah, Mike, can you start speaking logical, please? And men think that romance is following a set of rules. You gotta drive the car over to the house, you gotta clean the car, you gotta wax it, you gotta get chrome rims, you gotta dress nice, you gotta shave, you gotta get a haircut, you gotta buy a brand new button-up dress shirt and look good. Look, visual, external, which disconnects her from her mating system and turns her off. And then you gotta get out of the car and you gotta knock on the door, you gotta walk to the car, you gotta open the door, seat her, shut the door, drive her to the restaurant. Then you gotta open the door to the restaurant. You gotta, ask to be seated. You gotta pull the chair out for her. You gotta follow all these rules, and then she's gonna want to make love because following rules turns a woman on. Oh wait, no, it doesn't, guys. Ultimately, here's what's happening. We are wired differently neurologically when it comes to romance, love, and sensual seduction. The male form of romance and seduction turns a woman off completely. Ladies, if I'm right, please make a comment. We have a challenge between men and women, and the answer has arrived. In fact, it's been sitting here for about 25 years. Finding a way to get this to the male brain has been the hardest task that I've been handed. The whole marketing behind it's like, well, how do I market this in a way that he wants to take the course and goes, oh, I get it, so it's going to give me what I want. Yes, because it teaches you how to give her what she has always wanted. The only successful way I found to advertise this business, to get clients in the door so I can get paid, so I can make money and teach it to them, is use the word seduction over and over and over. Because the word romance, ladies, men are like, yeah, I get it. I got to be a good boy. I got to shave. I've got to jump through hoops. That's what we think romance is following rules, jumping through hoops, being a good boy, pulling the chair out, paying for dinner, and then she's going to exchange that like it's an exchange rate for sex. Part of it is because this is what we're hearing. The problem is she's saying A out of her right brain, but we pull it over to our left brain unconsciously and process it through the logical processor, which processes through logic, rules, structure, and organization. So we're not hearing what you're saying. When you say romance, to you, it means, to a woman, it means sensual, romantic seduction. To men, we just hear, gotta be a good boy and do what we're told. Gotta follow the rules. Because the left brain processes through rules. So when we filter those words through our left brain, we're hearing logic. We're hearing rules. We're literally, the left brain is also about steps, which is rules, structure, which is the steps, and organization. So we think it's a series of steps to follow, which is not romantic to her at all. So when I listened to that song today, there was something that happened before. It was a video I was listening to. I'm like, yep, I teach that, yep. But man, I cannot get that across to men unless I use the word seduction. And I don't like using that word. Oh, it's all about seduction. Because then you get these guys thinking, oh, it's only about sex. It's about getting laid. And all this creepy stuff. And it's just like, no, it's about opening up to your heart. And men are like, why? Ladies, men do mean well. They really do. They do have good hearts. It's the challenge is we not only are wired to, okay, here's another piece. Not only are our mating systems wired differently through different parts and like what triggers are, by the way, if you did, by the way, men, I forgot to give the part about women. Her mating system has a nerve that curves off to the right brain's communication center, not the logical brain. So logic is turning her off. It also irritates her. It makes her go, hey, I got a headache, I want to go home. So guys, for women, it's this hidden right brain internal language. Now women are like, what do you mean hidden? It's not hidden. We speak it every day. I know, but he doesn't. And women are like, what are you talking about? We talk this way to men every day. Like, yeah, he's not hearing what you're saying. And right now women are like, oh, tell me about it. All right, my typical experience when I'm coaching women, by the way, the course Why Men Just Don't Get It is a blast. It is a hoot. It is funny. It is also relieving. It relieves you emotionally. So when I start explaining and teaching my course to women, one of the things I say is, you know how sometimes you say A out of your right brain, but he doesn't hear that. He hears the opposite. And they're like, what do you mean? I go, have you ever said something like A, but he will sit there and hears B, and he says, yeah, when you say this, it means that. And you're like, no, I said A. I didn't say that. He goes, yes, you did. You said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and what that means is this, and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, no, that's not what I said. He goes, yes, you did. And you guys have this argument that is nonstop. It's literally because, number one, we speak two different, separate, completely different languages, and number two, we're using two completely different processors. Our right brain is the internal processor. It processes words and body language and experiences through the five senses: see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Whereas he takes your words unconsciously, he pulls your right brain words, he pulls them over to his left brain, and he processes it through the logical processor, which processes words and body language and experiences through logic, through rules, structure, and organization. He's not hearing what you're saying at all. But you're like, but we're saying the same words. But you're using two different processors. The marketing of this business has been a nightmare for me because I'm like, well, if I just say sex, seduction, how to pick up girls, women would be like, oh, it's another one of those low level, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Empty. What's the word I'm looking for? meaningless. So a lot of women will think, oh, this is one of those meaningless courses. And yet when they come and talk to me, they're like, oh my God, my husband's going to take your course. Oh, my boyfriend has to take your course right now. So talking to women about this is much, like I already know that women have listened to this, what I've already said. They're like, yep, that's true. It's all about meaningful communication. Men are like, meaningful what communication? What does that even mean? Now, here's the worst part. He thinks he knows what it means, and then he'll talk in that logical language and be logical with you. And you're like, that's not deeper, more in-depth, meaningful, emotionally fulfilling communication. He's like, what are you talking about? So the answer is here. I learned and figured out a way over many, many years of doing this, how to teach this to the male brain and how to open him up to his right brain so he can speak the internal, mentally stimulating and emotionally fulfilling language for romance, love, and sex. Or romantic, sensual seduction. So I'm listening to this song. It's inspiring the hell out of me. I'm like, this is what my course is about. Go back and replay that song. I don't know if I could play it again. And you know what? I think I just might. Guys, if you've not bought, for men, if you have not bought my book, Cracked Female Code, get it. I promise you it will blow you away. It is not just about sex. It's not just about this low-level, creepy seduction. It is romantic. It is sensual. It teaches you what is going on an unconscious level. I'm fired up because the realization I had today is just mind-blowing, and I'm going to get to it. So there's something that I was listening to before I heard this song, and then I wrote down some words. I'm going to give it away. I'm getting a new website designed. I wasn't really thrilled because it felt like it's going to be the same rigmarole going around in circles, and then I was listening, like, oh my God, I've had the words the whole time. This song came on, and this is what I'm trying. This is the vibe. This is the emotion. This is the feeling. It's a classy, sensual. You know what? I want you to listen to the song, and then I'll give you the words. One thing I want to say before I continue this is I like how she says, at the very end, where he's saying, I would die for love, and she's saying, I'm sorry, I'm not in love, or I'm not in love with you, is the thing is, like, you have to melt her heart in a way that she's willing to die for your love. If you understand what that means to a woman and you learn how to do it and connect with her and express your emotions on that level, she'll fight for you. She will fight for your love. Buying cars, Ferraris, $10 million homes, it's nice, it's wonderful, it's awesome, but look at Tom Brady's life. It wasn't enough for her. She wanted something deeper, something more meaningful and emotionally fulfilling. Buying things alone is empty, just like sex alone without meaningful communication is empty. Okay, so by the way, the name of that song is R.I.P, like rest in peace, R.I.P. Love, and her name is Faouzia, Faouzia. She's from the same country. If her voice sounds familiar, or her style sounds familiar, she comes from the same country that singer on, remember Sting's song back in the 80s, or I think it was the 90s? There was a guy that sang in the background. They come from the same country. They sing in the same style. Okay, so what does that song do to me? It makes me want to cry. It opens my heart, and tears start falling out. So if you listen to that song and play it over and over, it's about life. It's about love. It's about the most important thing, the most meaningful thing in the world. It's the reason why we're all here. This is what it's all about. So just before I was listening to that song, I was having this revelation, kind of like I told you earlier in the very beginning of the video. Hey, there's something shifting, and I was like, man, I just had this realization, and then I saw this other video that was explaining what this solar eclipse is about. I was like, man, I just had this unveiling, and it's like, oh, I get it, oh, I get it. And then that song came on with this girl singing, and I'm like, that's the vibe, that's the emotion. And here's what, now I'm sorry, I'm actually super excited. I'm trying to, I guess, come across as not being too excited. But the words, it's like soft and sensual. It's emotionally deep. Yet it's classy. It's sensual. It's emotionally and spiritually filled with love. And here's the words that came up a little later was it's mystical, it's magical, and it's spiritual. It's like there's a sense of magic to life. And a mystery, and that's what relationships were always meant to be. It's like this bonding, this connection, this emotional love, and this meaningful way of being with each other. It's deeper than words, it's emotions, it's feelings, it's everything, and why we came here in the beginning. To experience love, to experience emotions and feelings, and the greatness, the mystery of life, to discover it. All I'm saying for right now is I am hyped for this. Okay, if I didn't already give it away, I think I did. I kind of hinted about a week ago. I've got someone designing a brand new website. It's actually a lady's son. She really likes my work. She likes what I'm doing. She's like, you need a better website. So she pulled him in to design a website for me. And so I'm getting really inspired about, like, what am I going to do with this? Well, how is this going to, and so today it hit me. So what I'm saying right now is I understand the vibe, the emotions, the energy, the words, the languaging that I've got to put into this website, at least this section, to get the message across of what this is about. It's not just a dating site. It's just not another marriage. Oh, come in for marriage counseling. No, it's more than it is about. It is about that feeling you get from that song, about those emotions that course through your body of love, romance, sensuality, the mystery, the mystics of life, the magic. Life was always meant to be this amazing life to experience. It was meant to be beyond just amazing. I don't know what right now I'm coming short with words, and I realize that right now, but I'm going to put it into my website. It's going to be a lot better than any website I've ever done. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I do have new websites going to be coming out. I don't know when. I think it's going to be 30 days, maybe a little bit after that. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't bought my book, Why Men Just Don't Get It, and the follow-up book, Every Woman's Battle, The Need for Love and Emotional Fulfillment, get it. Guys, buy your book, Crack the Female Code, okay? Better yet, buy the Ultimate Package. It has all the books. Alright, God bless you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please click subscribe, click the like button. Go ahead and make a comment, and if you want, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.